Sagittarius couples, this is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot, and this is your couples reading. I think I already said that, for March 2018. So today I'm going to start with your oracle cards. I guess I always do that. Your first card is New Love. Okay, there may be a new person coming into your life, or you just may be rekindling your relationship with your individual. You also have like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving, opening yourself up to more love. But as we go into the spread, we'll see more. Okay, so your overall card is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this talks about being distracted. Okay, I feel like you may be focusing on work or trying to find balance, or this may be your partner. Okay, so remember, I feel like it feels to me like you're focusing on something else and you're distracted from growing the relationship or being present in the relationship. And there's a need to find balance to get that back. In your past, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and this is confusion. There may have been a third-party relationship or something surrounding friends for you or your partner. But I feel like with this confusion, you didn't really have any direction with the past or what it is that you wanted to do, but you knew that you wanted to be with this person, or maybe you were really happy together. Okay, so in your present energy for March, you have the Tower in reverse. Now with this Tower in reverse, it means that you don't want anything bad to happen. I feel like you're being strong internally about things in the relationship and not really focusing on the issues which you have in your challenge, the Judgment. So there's a need for you to make a choice. There's a need for you to learn from your past and see what your past is bringing, those challenging times, this confusion that you had. It's time for you to face that and make a judgment on it. Okay, it feels like you need to almost start from scratch or bring something up, but there is a fear in you that by doing that, it's going to create like real problems. What connects that is the King of Swords, and this is about truth. It's about standing in your truth and knowing what needs to be done, moving forward with gumption, okay, and knowledge, the knowledge that you do have that you didn't exert in the past because I feel like you were just confused or you didn't know which way to go. Okay, so moving forward, you have the Fool card. The Fool card talks about taking risks. So I feel like even though you've been through a lot within this relationship, you're going to continue to move forward. I do. But there is a risk that needs to be taken, especially what seems to be on this Judgment, because you're having a really hard time with it, or everyone may be going in a different direction, and it just doesn't seem to be meshing together very well. Okay. Negative influences, you have the Magician in reverse, and this talks about you gaining your power, and this is what you're trying to do, and this is why this is the negative influence. You may be trying to gain too much power or manipulate a situation, or you may be feeling like you are being manipulated. But by doing this, by trying to manipulate the situation, you're taking a rest, which is interesting. I feel like you're not putting the effort in, or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that is something that needs to change. Okay, so in your hopes and ideas, you have the Four of Swords. So there it is again. The Four of Swords, that's that rest energy. Okay, so your idea is that clarity will come to you in a pause by not dealing with this issue, by not presenting it out into the open, that it will deal with itself. But you may be thinking about walking away, or you need to walk away from this energy, okay? Because you do need to gain clarity. Nothing is the matter with gaining clarity, okay? So with the negative being the Magician of you trying to gain control, you want, it may be that you're focusing on work or some new project in your life, and you may not have time to deal with it, and that's why you're putting the rest in. Or you just may want something stable and you're almost hoping that it'll figure itself out. But you definitely need to walk away from this resting energy. Okay. So in your environment, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords in the upright. And I feel like the person in your environment is pretty happy with themselves. I feel like they're pretty happy with themselves. They feel the imbalance and they know that something needs to change. But it's very interesting because it feels like they have this grandiose idea, or they may bring something up to you like I know what I need to do, or we need to buy a new house. Where is this house money coming from? You know, it's like they're wielding something bigger than themselves, or not really thinking about what will actually work. There it is. So this is about working with each other. Okay. So they're trying to work with you, but I feel like they're not thinking outside of the box or in groupthink in the relationship. And that could be what the problem is, because it just doesn't feel like it's balanced because of that. The 1st and the 15th, you have the 10 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So you're thinking about the structure of the relationship that you're in, or the structure of where you're going. You could be thinking about home as well, because that did come up to me. So you're thinking about your 10 of Cups and what you want for perfection in your relationship, and trying to learn within the confines of the relationship what it is that you can do. And that's that new love energy. Okay. Like attracts like. I feel like this is for you to realize that your partner is kind of mimicking you or mirroring you. That's my mirroring card. So be very aware of that. Like if you're taking a rest, they're going to take a rest. Or they're not, you know, it talks about you needing to come together and really come to some sort of agreement or conclusion. But like I said, you need to take that risk, as we talked about before. Okay. Codependency. Yeah, the 1st and the 15th, you had the Queen of Cups that came out in reverse. That does talk about codependency on how things used to be. And you need to learn on how to get this 10 of Cups, or how to get this back. Okay. But it does feel like there's a need to restructure the way that you're doing things. Okay. Or bring structure back depending on your particular situation. So the 15th through the end of the month, you have the World card in the upright and the Knight of Swords. So this is thoughts being scattered. Okay, this takes the time. This is the time for you to look at the situation and see it from different aspects and how you can make it better. The World card talks about conclusion. So it's time for things to come to an end. Whatever this is, it's time for it to come to an end. It's time for there to make a move. But for some reason, you may be frustrated with your thoughts or your mental space, or you may be frustrated with your partner because they're not using their mental space correctly on how to make things better. And that's what's making it feel all askew, like it's not going in a direction. Queen of Pentacles, there it is. You want stability. You want to nurture. So it also talks about you nurturing this relationship, putting the effort in, focusing on your family, but you have to look at things outside of your own box, which may be a little tough for you this month. So as your conclusion, you do have the 5 of Cups in reverse and the Emperor. I love it. So this means that you're going to take control of a situation, or the situation is being taken control of by someone. So you're coming together. I feel like you're coming together. You're healing with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Stop thinking about what it is you lost, what it is that isn't happening, what it is they aren't doing, and moving forward. Because what you're investing your time, energy, and mental space in is what you're going to get out of this. And I feel like that is exactly what you're seeing here. So that's why you're taking control, focusing on the relationship, focusing on the relationship as a whole to get things moving. So you are moving forward with the Knight of Wands. You are moving forward. It is going to be hard with the 10 of Swords. It's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. But I see you moving forward because you have particular goals, okay? So you're just going to start with love and affection, and telling your partner that everything is okay. We can do this. Even though we might not have a steady direction on where we want to go, we are still going to move forward. Okay. So I'm going to end this with one more oracle card. You have self-respect. And you also had listening that wanted to come up as well. Okay. So it does talk about, okay, I'm listening. Give me a second. So you do need to express how you feel, and that's that self-respect. What you're feeling is right, but you need to figure out a way to express it to your partner. Listen to them, listen to what they're saying, and you'll figure out how to convey this to them so you can move forward at a steady pace. Okay? So it's not that what you're thinking is wrong. It's just about needing to express it, needing to get it out into the open so you can work cohesively as a group. Okay? So for the extended reading, we are going to talk about advice for you. Well, no, your general energies, your partner's energies, and advice. Okay. So they're going to be like 2 mini spreads and advice for you, and oracle cards, because I love oracle cards. So if you would like that extended reading, the link's in the description box below, as well as the link for a private reading. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. I love you. Love and light. Bye-bye.